Hello, these are the setup instructions for the Handshake project, which uses two BBC microbits to enable interaction with software through hand gesture. First of all, we download all of the project code from the project GitHub site. The link is in the video notes. Click on the green code button with a little down arrow, then save the zip file to your system. Now we have downloaded the zip file from GitHub to your system. Copy or cut it to somewhere convenient on your system. I'm going to save it to the temp directory. Now once I've pasted it into the temp directory, I need to unzip the archive. So I right click and then select extract all and extract. So now we have all of the files from the zip file in a directory. Now plug in the microbit that will be your transmitter using the USB connector. On a file explorer, navigate to the transmit directory in your downloaded files and drag and drop the file called transmit.hex into the microbit directory. That is your connected microbit. Now as the program loads, you will see little light flashing on the back of a microbit. When the flashing has completed, your microbit is now programmed. If you look at the front, you should see an array of LEDs which change as you move the microbit around. Now connect the microbit that will be the receiver to your laptop. Navigate to the directory called receive in the GitHub files and drag and drop the file called receive.hex onto the microbit, which is called microbit in capital letters. Again, you will see the light on the back of the microbit flashing as the code loads. Once it's all loaded, the front of the microbit will have a static diamond pattern on it. There are two ways to run the software you need to monitor for Handshake. The file we want to run is called base.exe. Now the simple way is to navigate to the directory called base and then double click on base.exe. Now the first time you do this, you're going to see this frightening message. So what we need to do is to tell Windows that this is a safe piece of software. So we go down to Properties, right click on base.exe, go to Properties, and then click on the little security unblock window. There we go, and apply. And OK. Now when you double click on base.exe, it runs. Now some software requires you to run as administrator. For instance, the grid software. Now to get that to work, you need to right click on base.exe and click on run as administrator. And then click on yes. Now the software is running. Plug in your microbit and you will see it detected by the software. Great, now give a few shakes with the transmitter and make sure it all works. In the next section, I'll show you how to run base.exe from the command line using a console. Now, why would you need to do this instead of just using your Explorer and double clicking? Well, if you want to run the software to generate a different keystroke than the F1 key, you need to understand how to work from the command line. So type console in the little window on the bottom left of your screen. Now we need to run this as an administrator to get grid to work. So click on yes, and now you have a console. So now we navigate to where we saved the Handshake software. In my case, it's in the temp directory. So if you cd into the directory where you have the software, and then cd into the subdirectory called base. Now to run it, type base.exe. This will start your software running. We can see that it is connected to the microbit and that it's successfully detecting handshakes. Now if you like, you can disconnect the microbit and then reconnect it. This shows that the software is robust to removing and replacing the device. And we're detecting shakes again. Handshake can generate a different keystroke than the default F1. If you type base.exe space -- help, you'll see a little explanation on how to do this. So for instance, if we type base.exe space -k space then in speech marks 1, each time that handshake is operated, that each time it detects a shake, it will generate a key press for 1. And similarly, you could put any other key inside of speech marks and have that key press generated. If you want base.exe to run automatically when you start Windows, we need to copy it to the startup directory. So navigate to where you have base.exe, right click and copy, then in the line at the top of Explorer, type shell:startup. That's shell:startup, and that takes you to the startup directory, and paste base.exe into this file. This means that when you start up your system, this program will automatically run. But please note, it will not be running as an administrator, so may not operate some programs such as Grid 3. My next video will show how to operate and adjust Handshake. Thanks for watching.